Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. In the last class, we were discussing about Om. Sri Ramakrishna tells the Omkara. Gayatri, we saw, Sri Ramakrishna is telling Gayatri merges in Om, Om merges in Samadhi. So all mantras, whatever we utter, emerges from Om, the absolute existence, beyond the creation. Vishwa, the universe, beyond the universe. There are innumerable universes, countless universes. And Source is the ultimate, unchanging, eternal reality in which constantly changing universes are appearing and disappearing in a cyclic order. Now, where it emerges and merges back, we see is the absolute existence, and it is represented by Om. And there is no duality there, one without a second. So there we see how the Omkara manifests, and uttering Om, how we go back to the source, the repetition of Om, how it merges back. So we saw taking 9 stages of uttering and following. Om I utter. It is combination of Om, and when utter, it is not separately uttered, though many people try to utter it separately. It must be uttered Om, Om, like that. No, it is when uttered, it is emerging. It takes, before it enters into mental state to take the word form, it is already merged. Earlier stages, when it is emerging, when it is forming in the Chaitanya, it is Om. When it comes in out of my mouth, it is Om only. Om. When I am concentrating, I am sitting for meditation. Now, I may utter a few times Om, 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 like that. I may pull as much as possible and might be uttering a few times. But the mind has to follow it from after that. The same sound, Om, you are ending there. It is continuing. That continuation, how far it can go, where does it end? We have to see. It passes through 9 stages to reach the absolute back. From absolute is emerging out. From your spiritual existence, it is coming out. My bodily existence, spiritual existence. The middle point where the bodily existence ends and my spiritual existence begins is called the heart of man, the spiritual heart. Now, Omkara rages from the behind the heart of man, and it is infinite. Atman, from Atman it is coming out. Omkara, Vak and love, Prema, they are emerging always from the beyond. All mantras come out from that Om, from the beyond. Om, from that. All mantras, whatever mantras we use to reach God, as we are using the mantra now, Om Namah Shivaya can be, or any other mantra, Navarana mantra, Om Aim Hrim Klim Sha, Om Aim Hrim Klim Chamundaye Viche. It can be any mantra. Om Dum Durgaye Namaha. It can be Om Namah Shivaya. All these are emerging from the transcendental and reaching the mouth. It is emerging out as only sound. It is from the immaterial to material. It is from the spirit to the material world. My existence, it is coming out. So when we utter, we are going back through 9 stages. The end is called, when it mouth ending is called Bindu. Then continuing in the mind is called, after Bindu, Chandra. Ending in the mind is called Rodhini. After ending, still continuing as Nada. If you follow it, Nada. Nada also ends and is called Nadanta. From Nadanta, it is getting converted into pure power, Shakti Swarupa. Chit, Chaitanya and Chit Shakti. And it emerged as a Chit Shakti. Now it's going back to the Chit Shakti, Chaitanya Shakti. And Shakti, when it becomes Shakti, from Bindu it is going to become Vyapi, expand. The expansion is called Vyapini. From Vyapini, it slowly, it is becoming, if we are reaching Vyapini is expansion in the Chaitanya, ocean of Satchidananda. You have reached the Satchidananda and still you have touched it. You are on the threshold looking at it and you have lost yourself completely. But still, I see, I experience. That experience is, he is experiencing the absolute, touching it. And this is called Samanaska. Then slowly that I, so subtle and charged with Chaitanya, merges in the infinite, eternal existence, unchanging, eternal, infinite existence, merges and is called, it is equal to Nirvikalpa and called is Unmanaska. So these are Navakas, 9 stages of Omkara, reaching the absolute existence in which the universes appear and disappear. There we reach by uttering Om. So this Thakur was explaining as tong of the beating on the gong or a bell sound. So this we saw all mantras, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namo Narayana, all emerge and you go on repeating it, following it with meaning. Tadartha bhavanam. You must feel bhavana. You must understand from where the all universes, all living beings come into existence. Yato va imani bhutani jayante, yena bhutani jivanti, yat prayanti abhisamvishanti, tad vijignyasasva, tad brahmeti. From where all these beings' existence, material and immaterial, things appear, in which it is sustained, into which it merges back. That is Brahman, the unchanging eternal reality. So there the soul, the individual Vyashti Chaitanya merges in the Samashti Chaitanya to experience that infinite, eternal ocean of existence, bliss, love, absolute. Thus the duties of Jnana gradually merges himself in the Supreme Brahman. You see, I will read the last few lines again. The Sandhya merges in the Gayatri and Gayatri merges in Om and Om in Samadhi. It is like sound of a bell. Oh, Continuing. The yogi, by following in the trail of the sound Om, trail of the sound. In West, we use the term trail through which we walk in the open fields, hilly regions here, there. They will be telling, we are going by, this is the trail. Almost whenever we go for walk and all that, we go a regular place like it will not have a definite road or anything, but people walking through the same place, a trail is formed. You can follow that. So that following the trail, like the sound of the yogi, following in the trail of sound Om, if you follow, gradually merges himself in the Supreme Brahman. Remember, we have 3 channels or 3 links or 3 bridges connecting our bodily existence with the absolute existence. One is intellect, buddhi. It is a vehicle belonging to the Prakriti, given to man to go to the transcendental realm. Buddhi. We use we take that vehicle in the Jnana Yoga. You use our buddhi, which is like space, akasha. Akasha stands between the absolute and the relative universe. Akash, it begins with Akash, Akashas, Vayu, Agni, Ragni, Advya, Prithvi. This Akash is important, where the transcendental nature also it acquires. And grass, it is the support of the grass world. Akash, Akashad, Vayu, Agni, Rapa, Advya, Prithvi. How the Akasha, space, from space we get air, from air, fire, water and earth. The 5 basic elements with which the universe is made. How do you say these are 5 basic? They pertain to our 5 sense organs. What we see or perceive in this world is only through 5 sense organs. And this is what the world we see. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. The sound, Shabda, Sparsha, touch. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, form with the eyes you see. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, taste. You will see with tongue. And Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, smell. Smell through the nose. The 5 sense organs. This is what the whole universe we are seeing. Only through the 5 sense organs what we are perceiving is the world, the universe which we can understand. What is there beyond the 5 senses? Suppose I have a 6th sense, what it would be? Suppose I don't have 1 sense, I don't have eye, how much of the world we are missing? Suppose I don't hear, one by one. Now that austere, what we that pearl in which pearl forms that are available in oceans, mother of pearl, and in that only mouth alone is there, no 5 sense organs, no eye, no ear. What it will, it just opens its mouth and stays. Oyster, we call it oyster. It opens and water flowing. Anything that can be consumed by it, it just consumes. It cannot see, it cannot hear. It doesn't have 5 senses, only 1 mouth. How it will be? It cannot perceive external world. Five. So we have been given, human have been given five senses, and that is the world. Beyond it is much more vast and much more which we do not have access to know what it is, what this universe is. So here we see the Brahm gradually merges in the Supreme Brahman. His Sandhya and other ritualistic duties disappear. What for now? Sandhya or Gayatri or the mantra or whatever, so many disciplines and nothing. Only to reach that. In Samadhi, thus the duties of Jnani comes to an end. When will you know your purpose in this world is over? When you realize the Absolute, the source of all that exists. Yes, each enlightened soul says, my purpose in this world is over. Now, what Mother wants me to do? Divine Mother. If she wants me to give that knowledge to others, I am here at her bidding. Otherwise, I am that. Aham Brahmasmi. As Master talked of Samadhi, he himself went into that state. He was explaining and telling, and he has already lost into it. His face radiated heavenly light. Bereft of outer consciousness, he could not utter another word. His gaze was indrawn and transfixed in the communion with the self. In the communion with the self. He has completely withdrawn and being in communion with his own infinite existence, the Atman, the self, pure self. After a long time, the master began to recognize the world around him and said like a child, I shall have a drink of water. Now you see, this stage is called Vyuthana, coming down from Samadhi. It's a state, just like waking, dreaming, sleep, and deep sleep. Jagrat, Swapna, Shushupti, which is we are passing through every day, waking, dreaming, and deep sleep. And this we are passing through every day, and they are unrelated to each other. Your waking state can never be the dreaming state. You cannot know all the three, you cannot experience at a time. You are in one of the levels of consciousness, either in dream, then waking and deep sleep is not there. When you come to waking state, you will not feel or experience the other two states. You can experience one state at a time. Waking state, you will be pervading the causal and subtle, but it will not be perceived. When you are in dream, physical body is left over, mind and subtle and causal bodies you possess, but you cannot know waking or dreaming or deep sleep. When you enter the deep sleep, where dream state also disappears, mind also disappears. You cannot perceive anymore waking or dreaming. You are in deep sleep. So these three states unrelated to each other. Same way, there is another two, one Turiya. Jagrat, Swapna, Shushupti, Turiya. Turiya is where you enter into Samadhi sthiti. It can be Savikalpa, Nirvikalpa, various types of Samadhis are there. And this is the Turiya. Generally we say Turiya. We don't distinguish between Nirvikalpa, Savikalpa, all included. The Turiya, because beyond these three, waking, dreaming, Turiya. Actual word is Chaturiya, fourth. Three we are passing through. Three states, Chaturiya. Cha is dropped off. Turiya. And then when we, after entering into Turiya, seeing the another various other dimensions of unimaginable bliss, when he comes back to the waking state again, to the bodily level, it's called Vyuthana. So we have Jagrat, Swapna, Shushupti, Samadhi, and Vyuthana. 5 states we are passing through if we are enlightened. So he's coming back to the Vyuthana sthiti. We will be witness any time. Now, after spiritual awakening, you will become witness of the waking and dreaming together. You know, just you have to lean. It's like standing on the threshold. You belong to both to waking and dreaming. You can lean over one. Now your waking state, you can know just leaning over what is happening in my dream state. You can see. Again come out at your will. You are in this, you will not lift your leg from the threshold, but lean forward and lean backward. Backward. So you can be witness of 2 at a time. One becomes dull, one becomes bright. The other becomes bright, this becomes dull. Only, but you can witness both. If you enter into sleep, you cannot perceive the waking state. But here, after spiritual awakening, you can perceive both. This is from your going from Deha Bhava to Jiva Bhava. From bodily identity you are entering into the individual existence. This is called from Deha Bhava to Jiva Bhava, the individual soul. To that. After that, the identity with the body drops off, physical body. You are the transmigratory soul, moving from one body to another body, what you will be. So you get total freedom from this world, physical world. Then from Deha Bhava, you go to the Atma Bhava. From physical Deha Bhava, from Deha Bhava to Jiva Bhava, from Jiva Bhava to Atma Bhava, which enlightenment you go to. Now you'll be witness of all the 3. You can experience what is happening to me in deep sleep, you state what is happening now. 3 are going at a time, going on, but you are witnessing all these years till the enlightenment. You are passing through one at a time. All the 3 will be on. All the 3 states will be going on, but you will be witnessing one in which state you are there. Other things are going on. When you are in waking state, the dream state not disappear, it's going on. You shift there and see the dream world. And similarly, deep sleep. All the 3 will be going. After enlightenment, you will be witness of all the 3. Thakur is coming down, and first thing he enters, he is totally disconnected from this, and just like a child wakes up from dream, he is coming down from the Samadhi sthiti. What he experienced, he alone knows. And then slowly opening the eyes, he says, like a child, I will drink water, I want water. I shall have a drink of water. Whenever, because this is the way, this is residual, when he knows he is entering into, he is just leaving this physical world, entering into Samadhi. Something triggers him to enter into transcendental. Now, a name of God, Krishna, or Radha, or Jagannatha, or any other religion of their understanding of God, if that kindled spark is sufficient to take him to that realm, of different realm of the Chaitanya. Now, how last when he is going, he has to come back. A thing has to be held in this world to come back easily because devotees are waiting. They want to see. Now suppose he enters and doesn't come back for 2 days, how it would be? So last while going, oh, he's just like a man falling from somewhere, whatever he catches, whatever he gets, he catches immediately. That how anything, when you slip, whatever is there, if chair is there, you wrote chair. Reflex without, it is not through calculation of brain or anything, it is reflex. Whatever is there. Like that, when he is entering into samadhi to come back, he just, in mind, I have to drink water. That one thought, I have to drink water, will slowly bring him back. When he is coming back, he says, I have to drink water. Because that is the seed he took to bring him back to the normal consciousness. Whenever after samadhi the master asked for a drink of water, his devotees knew that he was gradually coming down from the conscious of the outer world. He was gradually becoming conscious of the external world. Still lingering in that state of ecstasy, we wish we will be able to see somewhere some person entering into samadhi, but we won't be able to see because unless God helps us to witness somewhere some person entering into samadhi, otherwise there are no chances where we can. Because modern mind, modern people, a few people may go and enter into cave, and very few, countable on fingers, may be experiencing this stage which it is unknown to us. Still lingering in that state of ecstasy, he said to the Divine Mother, "O Mother, the other day you showed me Pandit Ishwar Chandra's Vidyasagar. Then I told you that I should like to see another Pandit, and so you have brought me here." Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.